Misty here, and welcome to my top 10 Shinies list. Since being introduced in Generation 2, Shinies, or alternate color variations of Pokemon, have been sought after by Pokemon players around the world. Shiny hunting, or using different methods to raise the odds of encountering these unique colorations, has become a pastime that a lot of people in the Pokemon community enjoy, myself included. While it was hard to narrow these down because I like so many Shinies, today we are going to be going through my top 10 favorite Shinies as of Sun and Moon. As with anyone's top 10 lists, remember that these are my personal favorites and that you probably won't agree with all of my choices. Feel free to let me know how wrong I am in my opinions though, and which Shinies are your favorites in the comments. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Number 10. Anyone that knows me knows that I am a crazy cat lady, so when Litten was announced as the starter, I was ecstatic. Became less ecstatic as the evolutions came out. Ugh, why didn't you stay on all fours? But that's a rant for another day. One thing that I can commend this line on and having is amazing Shinies. A lot of people really like when Pokemon turn black for their Shinies, but I'm a huge fan of the exact opposite. Seeing this line turn from black to white really makes the Shiny stand out against its regular counterpart, and I think it's a cool variation to see. Number 9. At number 9, we have Vikavolt. Actually, go ahead and throw the whole Grubbin line in this spot. In this day and age, we can quickly find the answers to anything in an instant. It's so easy to spoil ourselves. I think I might have a soft spot for Vikavolt as a Shiny because I didn't spoil myself to it at all. I think I might have looked up what Grubbin looked like just to make sure it wasn't super similar and that I would miss it or something, but I will always remember the feeling of joy when I took my blood red Charjabug to the vast Pony Canyon and saw this beauty for the first time. Switching the palette from the blue-green color with yellow accents to this white-gray color with green and red accents is not what I was expecting at all, and it was a refreshing surprise. Number 8. Sometimes, subtle changes are all you need to make a Shiny magnificent. I definitely believe that's true in my Lodix case. Changing the pink on the fins, eyebrows, and blue on the tail to a silver gray and yellow is so aesthetically pleasing to me. I feel like it makes my Lodix look even more mysterious and almost mythical, which is appropriate. While it has become easier in later generations, when it was first introduced it was so hard to come across a Feebas, let alone raise it into my Lodix. I mean, could you imagine Shiny hunting for a Feebas in the original Hoenn games? Nightmare fuel. Luckily nowadays we have chain fishing and SOS chaining, but my Lodix still holds a special place in my heart nevertheless. Number 7. One of my favorite things about Pokemon Crystal, other than being able to finally play as a girl, was all the attention given to Suicune. Ever since then, it has been one of my favorite Pokemon. Seeing that I could catch Suicune in Mirage spots in Alpha Sapphire, I decided to up the challenge and soft reset for a Shiny. At full odds. No Shiny Charm. It took such a long time, but I finally got it. You better believe I used my Master Ball on this beauty. I think that's why this Shiny will always hold such a dear place in my heart. I soft reset for that bad boy everywhere and constantly. When I finally got it, I was soft resetting at work. So sorry if my manager is watching this. I swear I don't play Pokemon at work anymore. Aside from my personal connection to it, I really love the simplicity of the change. I'm in love with how the back fur bit changes from purple to that beautiful deep blue. Shiny Suicune almost looks like an ice type with this new coloring. I wish that meant I got stabbed on its ice beams, but I guess not all wishes can come true. Number 6. At number 6, we have the first Shiny that I SOS'd for in Sun and Moon, Salandit, and more so its evolution, Salazzle. I wasted no time Shiny hunting in my Moon playthrough, hunting for this girl right after Kiawe's trial. I had just heard of SOS chaining and I wanted to try it out for myself. I quickly trained up a flock of Fearow to use as hunters. It was a hard hunt. I had to soft reset a few times because I kept blacking out, and Salandit had Dragon Rage and I was not prepared for it. Also, I thought the gender ratio was 25% female, and while that's not great, it's better than the actual 12.5%. I don't know how I got so lucky, but I got the Shiny, and it was even a girl. I leveled her up and I was absolutely amazed. This was another Shiny I was not spoiled on at all, and like Vikavolt, I think that adds to the fondness I have towards it. Like with the Litten line, I love the stark contrast from the black of the regular Salazzle to the white of the shiny. Top-notch shiny all around. Number 5. I didn't think I could love another legendary shiny more than I love Suicunes, but guys. Ho-Oh, guys! Yet another example of how a subtle change can produce such amazing results. Regular Ho-Oh was definitely a sight to behold, but changing the tones around just that little bit does wonders. While I almost wish that Shiny Ho-Oh was the regular form, as I personally feel it fits better in Ecruteak City, I think it's better as a special form. Number 4. Let's get one thing straight. Blue Flames look cool. While Ember is cool and all, I guess if you like another firefighting starter, my favorite shiny with Blue Flames is Ponyta. And don't even get me started on how beautiful Rapidash is. That change from the traditional yellow and orange flames to the blue for Ponyta and the gray for Rapidash is such a small change, but makes some already majestic horses look even more mysterious and almost mythical, which is something I really like in a shiny. While new methods may have been discovered that raise the odds of finding a shiny, they are still rare Pokemon, and I love it when shinies look like something special. Number 3. If I'm completely honest, I wasn't super jazzed on Mimikyu when it was first announced. I saw it as just another uninteresting Pikachu clone. Once I finally sat down and thought about it though, I realized what a cool concept it actually was, and now it's probably my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon. And then, there's its shiny. Changing this Pokemon to grayscale is such a neat callback to the original games, plus it just makes this already creepy Pokemon look just a little bit creepier, which I love. Number 2. Eevee and its evolutions are favorites among essentially every Pokemon fan. Except for you weirdos who hate Eevees. While I really enjoy the shiny for Sylveon, this spot has to go to my favorite Pokemon of all time, Umbreon. I feel like I've said this a lot, but sometimes the subtlest changes are the most effective. Switching Umbreon's yellow rings and red eyes for blue rings and yellow eyes is such a simple but effective change. I even have plans to get a tattoo of a shiny Umbreon eventually. I love this shiny so much. This shiny almost topped my list, but there is one shiny that I like better than that of my favorite Pokemon. Before we go into my number 1 pick, let's do some honorable mentions. Sandslash and Starmie are 2 mons that I've hunted for that just missed out on the list, and Smeargle is one that has also grown on me as I currently use it for hunts in Sun and Moon. I also like that its shiny form and regular form switched places in Generation 2. Yungoos also has a soft spot in my heart, as it was the first full odds random encounter shiny I got. I also want to point out these black shinies for being fan favorites, and to these shinies for turning pink and making me laugh. And finally, number 1. At number 1, we have the first shiny that I ever hunted for, Ninetales. No, we will not be talking about a lowland Ninetales here, as though I do think the design of the Pokemon is gorgeous, it's shiny leaves something to be desired. I don't know what else I can say about this shiny though, other than that it's absolutely gorgeous. As you've seen from my list, I really like blues and grays on Pokemon, and Ninetales Shiny combines all of this on one of my favorite Pokemon. Shifting from yellow to this beautiful silver gray with blue accents results in my favorite shiny in all of Pokemon. As of Sun and Moon. Well, there we have it, my top 10 shiny Pokemon. Be sure to tell me your favorite shiny Pokemon in the comments, and be sure to subscribe and leave a like as well. It's very much appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Lass Lindy, and see ya!